Hi guys, good morning. So today's morning briefing will be live with me. It's 9th of February. I'm recording live from Portugal. It's MJ Lux here, and we'll talk a little bit about the performance this year, obviously with the focus on this month as well, the situation today in the portfolio and the major news, along a little bit of focus on the future. So you can see I am back actually to the presidential suite of the Hilton with my screens. Bloomberg out there, I have Refinitiv here with a lot of analysis, and I have my eToro here. So this is the most efficient setup that I've had thus far. So in November we generated 26.25%. This month we are already about 7% up, so this is 28% on a year. So kind of exceeding the objective on a year already on the 9th of February. So that has been phenomenal. Obviously, big part of it is Transenterix. We have raised this stock to eToro to be able to trade it. And as soon as they allowed it, we entered at 0.39 and we are at 4.2 where the 200 moving day average is. So 10x on TRXC, even more on BNGO. We are 1,300 almost percent on that. So this has been a phenomenal boom. COCP is going nicely. HIT is waking up. So pharma stocks this year have allowed us to really catapult the portfolio. So as I said, about 28% return. We had a risk score of 3 in January. Now we are at risk score 4. We always between the two. Now I think we are going a little bit more toward middle 4. As I cut TZA yesterday, we bought some more stocks as well. We are quite bullish on American Airlines and ET Energy Transfer in the US. These are kind of post-COVID trades. We're still experiencing COVID where I am. There's a full lockdown. However, we think that this portfolio is ready to grow further based on the kind of post-COVID era and so on. I want to say a very warm welcome to a lot of new copiers. Welcome to the family. Make sure you comment under this video, introduce yourself. Really glad to have you on board, and it's an honor to be able to manage your money and then your portfolio. So a little bit of portfolio and hopefully wealth management into the future. I encourage everyone to join with at least $700 for replication of all of the trades. 1.5 or 1.4 would be much better. So this should be kind of minimum investments here. We are at 1,125 copiers. So I hoped for a notification at 1,000. That didn't happen. Some of the popular investors, after the notification, they jumped from 1,000 to 6,000 almost immediately. Unfortunately, eToro did not put a notification for us. We're almost at 10,000 followers, so maybe there. It's never been an editor's choice, but we're about 75% on the 12 month with free score of 4. So that would be wonderful to get featured. So we hope for that. I'm planning also to run a conference call with all of you live. So my team is putting that together. I had the call with them this evening. This will likely be a YouTube live, so I will communicate all the details here on eToro, and you'll be able to join as well. In terms of recent developments, we are monitoring here very closely. This is the main screen. We also have a lot of news here. So for instance, today we see Micro Focus reported amazing earnings. We are about 150% on Micro Focus already. The earnings were amazing, only about 11% worse than the previous one in 2019. So actually the price was 800 before we had a slump. Now we are about 450 if I'm not mistaken. And so maybe we'll go back to that levels. That would be wonderful. As I said, at 450 we are already about 150%. Aston Martin is going very strong with the Formula One edition. The team is doing an amazing job on Twitter as well. TRXC, very strong. As I said, 4.22 was the 200-day moving average. BNGO got a price target of 15. So the previous target was 14. Now we have a price target of 15. So we expect some movement on that stock. Today, AMS got also reported pretty good earnings, but people are taking profit. There's Centene Corp adjusted EPS and so on. IBIS is sending that. So that's also something to watch. American Airlines started growing yesterday. We were very bullish on that stock. There is a pinned post on that that I wrote. We received about 14 billion in aid for airlines yesterday. So those are very, very big news about the stimulus. And this stock is about 10 billion market cap, but 8 billion brand value. So we expect this to at least double together with ET Energy Transfer that has been quite a sluggish stock, but it's growing steadily now. Kier still have not really started the raise. They just started a new project for the schools, so that's good news. Capita also received a new project, so between Kier and Capita, we really like the UK exposure there. And in terms of, let's think about the future, I am quite cautious about what will happen to the market. We are quite high up with the stimulus. Obviously, we'll receive even more. So that's why we cut the TZA, because the small caps really have been growing. But as soon as the problems start arising, it's not. I thought this February we will start a little bit slower, so we had a lot of hedges. Obviously, there's also sell in May and go away. So I think in May we will be quite defensive, indeed. But at the moment, the momentum and the stimulus is behind the stocks. So we are actually watching the inflows of the funds, which funds are getting the injection, which funds are getting the redemptions. So we're kind of trying to put a macro play. There is a question of inflation. So one of you has been pitching me oil a lot. I've looked at silver. We put an order at 23.23, did not enter because now it's about 25 plus. So silver is a very interesting, it has a very important level at 30. And so there is going to be probably some resistance around 30. So we're watching that. We had copper. Copper will be removed from eToro in that form that it's currently. So we are watching at the metals. Precious metals are quite good. Maybe we buy some mining company. We bought SES in Paris, very good price, and we also bought some Chinese stocks. So we may actually see the rotation. I will probably take some profit of the bigger positions that we have, and we'll move towards emerging markets and also towards the hedges. What is happening with Tesla and Bitcoin? Well, the situation with GameStop troubled me in terms of retail investors and the hedge funds and the fight between the two. It was quite saddening for me, and I know probably many of you jumped very late, and that did not go so well for you. I think Tesla is absolutely overvalued, and if I were an investor in Tesla, it would trouble me that they would put 1.5 billion. The profit they don't really make, the revenue they don't really have, into Bitcoin, and both assets are strongly correlated and, in my opinion, strongly inflated. So the recent price target at 1,200 for Tesla, if that goes towards 1.2, 1.3K, I think we will massively short. I'm pretty sure it will halve in about a few days when it reaches that level and people start taking profit. I think it will go to, I don't know, 500-600. So that's just my opinion. I know no one wants to short Elon, but almost 1 trillion valuation for a company that turns almost no profit and recalls so many cars. It's a car company. 95% is the revenue is from the car sales. So it's not an energy company. It's a dream, maybe one day. But obviously they're very strong in it. I'm skeptical. I will remain skeptical. I like to see the real result, real earnings per share, real revenue, real margins. I don't invest in this kind of dream companies. So let's see how it turns out. We'll probably go massively short Tesla again. So we'll see. In terms of the goals for the portfolio, we sit about 2.55 million of asset under management. Next goal is 10 million. So I hope many more investors come And I also hope for many bigger investments. This portfolio is really focused on diversification and risk-adjusted return. We do not exceed 4 now, so it's very safe, even though the returns look very high because of the a lot of the pharma stocks that we've held, thankfully. But even them, we don't have such a high exposure to them, so it's all very balanced. And I expect further growth. We do want to cross 40% this year. We are 28, but the capital preservation part will be very important, and we are prepared for the downturn. We hold VIX, we hold SQQQ for shorting Nasdaq. Amazon lost Jeff Bezos, or is losing Jeff Bezos as CEO. Apple have reported earnings. They kind of maxed a little bit on the price. As I said, Tesla, I'm bearish. So I see some problems. Microsoft has gone up, rightfully so, but these are pretty overvalued. Amazon at a 92 PE. 30 PE is healthy for them maybe, but not 92. So if you look at Alibaba or XI in Asia, these have generated a lot of revenue as well, but at much lower valuations. So we expect it to go down, although the money has been pumped into the system, so it's a little bit difficult to stop it. So the shorts will probably come back on it when we start going down. At the moment, we had 6 sessions, all of them green in February. Today is a little bit flat. So there's profit taken on AMS, Micro Focus goes up. We'll see when the New York opens. Obviously, some of our pharma stocks will probably kick in again. So we expect some bullish sentiment there to put us in the green today as well. So once again, very warm welcome to all the copiers. Do let me know what kind of videos you'd like me to do. I'm putting TRXC post together today as we speak, because I've been asked about it again, since I've been the person who kind of discovered the stock. There's more and more things happening on the blog, so I put a lot of articles now on the blog as well, mjtheconsultant.com/blog. My Instagram is active as well, and also for a private kind of lifestyle focus, as well as business. So that's mj.jasinski, or if you search for MJ Lux, you'll find it as well. You'll find me on LinkedIn, Marcin Jasinski. And so, as I said, we'll be putting together a presentation for you as well. So that will be recorded, and then I'll send you the link as well. So take care, stay safe, trade responsibly, and I hope to meet many of you soon once the lockdown is lifted. Take care.